Today, we're going to hop on and talk about the top 5 tips for you as a buyer if you're planning a move in 2023. I mean, moving is fun. It's an opportunity for a fresh start. But let's face it, it can be downright stressful because there's so many moving parts. So today we're going to drill down the top 5 things you need to know as a buyer in 2023 to not only make the process smooth and easy, but also give you a competitive edge other buyers going after the same house. Hi, I'm Lorene Hetherington with hetheringtonteam.com and Parks Realty. Our team has had the pleasure of helping about 1,000 families move. We are based here in Nashville, and this is really where we hunker down and specialize in Nashville luxury homes. But today's video, it doesn't matter if you're moving to Nashville from, say, California, New York, or Chicago. It doesn't matter really if you're moving just to Tennessee. This video today is applicable no matter where you're going to be moving across the country, or if you're even moving across the cul-de-sac. These 5 tips are really going to help you and give you that competitive edge if you're buying a house in 2023. So without further ado, let's get started. Step number 1 is get your finances in order. That means you need to pick a great local lender in the city that you are moving to really help sort out where you're at in the financial world. Do you need to sell your current house to buy your next one? Can you do a bridge loan, which means you get to stay in your current home and then buy your next one? What does your financial outlay look like? And they can also help you drill down on how much does that next house, how much will that cost you per month? It's so important to get ahead of the financing because that is a good financial foundation for you to buy a great home in 2023. The number 2 step to buying a home in 2023 is get a great lender pre-approval. Again, we're spending a lot of time talking about money, but that's where all good financial transactions begin. So go to your lender, and I just don't want something that they can print off on a Word doc. You want to work with your lender to have them craft a really baller, great, strong lender pre-approval letter. It should say something like, John Smith is pre-approved to buy a $750,000 house in Williamson County. We have verified his income to assets. We know his credit score. We know the source of his down payment. We've verified his employment, all these things, because the stronger your financial pre-approval letter is, the more you're going to be able to completely wipe out the other buyers when you're going for a house that has multiple offers on it. So a very strong pre-approval with details and teeth is going to help you succeed buying a house in 2023. The number 3 tip, do your research. I would definitely start with, if you have children, the school systems. Do your research, really know what the lay of the land is here in the Nashville, Tennessee area as far as public versus private schools. So the more you can research it and fine tune areas of what you want to go into. For instance, here in Nashville, a lot of people who want to go public schools, they target Williamson County, which is Franklin, Tennessee, and the area around that, because we have great public schools. Private schools are an option if you want to go closer to the city, but they're also very expensive. So do your research starting with schools. If you don't have kids, do some research about, what are some fun things to do? Do you love tennis? Where's the tennis scene in Nashville? Do you have any camps or things that you can do, or where's the daycare? So as much as you can front load your research of where you want to go, it will set you up to make it a much smoother move. Along that note, you want to get all of your doctor visits out of the way currently where you're living, because it takes a while to get in queue for a great doctor here because we have so many people moving here. If you have pets, you want to go to your local veterinarian, get all your pet, little Fido, all caught up on the vaccinations, and then get the records, your vet records, in a PDF, because you'll need those records when you establish a new vet here in Nashville. Number 4, research short-term rental options, just in case you can't go from A to B and move from city to city seamlessly. Here in Nashville, we have a lot of Airbnbs. So what's great about living in an Airbnb, even though it's a little bit more expensive, is it's fully furnished and you've got bed linens and towels. So all you have to do is pack a suitcase and then just hunker down at the Airbnb for a couple of weeks. So do some research on short-term housing options in case you need a little bit of pad in between moving from A to B. Number 5, look at the move as an opportunity to downsize on stuff. Moving across the country, if you haven't priced it out, can be really expensive. Some families that we help move here we're always really surprised. It's $10,000 to $15,000 to move stuff in multiple semis. So the more you can downsize on stuff and clutter, the less that move is going to cost you. For instance, if you've got a box of things that you have not opened up in 5 years and it's been sitting in your crawl space, you maybe don't even need to unpack it. Maybe it just goes right to the trash can. So purge, declutter, only take things with you that you really love. I mean, love it or list it. I mean, love it or leave it in the trash can or donate it, because the less stuff you move, the cheaper and more affordable your move to Nashville is going to be. So these are the top 5 tips to making your home buying experience smooth in 2023. We want to thank you for the opportunity to share a couple of minutes with you. Hit the subscribe button if you can so you never miss a video. We're going to have fresh content on this real estate channel every single week, and we're just really honored that you could spend a couple of minutes with us, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Again, if you are moving to Nashville, Tennessee, or if you know someone who's thinking about moving to Nashville, we'd so appreciate the opportunity to help you. Just get on the phone, call us, text us, and we're happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.